What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with Reactions to the Classics, and today we got a song battle of the great David Bowie. We got Young Americans versus Ashes to Ashes, brought to us by friend and longtime supporter and patron of the channel, Sean. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the patrons who make this thing go. If you guys support us in any way, check out the Patreon link below or the Patreon link on the end screen. We couldn't do it without the patrons. You don't have to give a one-time donation, one-time reaction. Check out our Buy Me a Coffee page. Also linked below. Tons of David Bowie up on this channel. Trey and I ran a lot of Bowie early on in the channel. Not a lot up recently. Love Bowie. He's greatness. So let's go ahead and jump into this battle. The first track, Young Americans, from the Young Americans album in 1975, Bowie's 9th studio album. Featured contributions from then unknown singer Luther Vandross, who conceived the backing vocal arrangement. Luther would go on to great things. An embracement of R&B and Philadelphia soul, the song presents an Englishman's impressionistic portrait of America at the time, featuring various characters and allusions to American events and things like that. Went to 18 in the UK, so okay, but went to 28 in the US, but it's considered his breakthrough hit because that's his second highest charting single at the time. So it's kind of crazy when you think about how famous Bowie was in 75, and 28 was the second highest single he'd had. It's a major musical departure following years of glam rock and hard rock, represented a full embrace of the R&B and Philadelphia soul sound of the mid-70s. Bowie himself called the sound plastic soul. Bowie said, the song's about a newlywed couple who don't know if they really like each other. Well, they do, but they don't know if they do or they don't. It's a bit of a predicament. He said that in 75 to ENME. So that's kind of what I have on this. We'll pick out all the allusions on here. A great band, of course, on here with everyone from Mike Garson on piano to Carlos Alomar on rhythm. All right, I'm going to lyrics up as always. Thanks again, Sean.
But pulled in just behind the bridge, he lays her down. He frowns, gee, my life's a funny thing. Am I still too young? He kissed her then and there. She took his ring, took his babies. It took him minutes, took her nowhere. Heaven knows he'd have taken anything. All night. She wants a young American. The young American, standing right through the picture window, she finds a slinky vagabond. He coughs as he passes a Ford Mustang, but heaven forbid she'd take anything but the freak and his title for nothing. This is a step and cuts his hand, but showing nothing. It swoops like a song, she cries, where have all Papa's heroes gone? All night. She wants a young American. Young American, young American. She wants the young American. All right. Well, she wants the young American. All the way from Washington, her breadwinner begs off the bathroom floor. We live for just these 20 years. Do we have to die for the 50 more? All right. He wants the young American. The young American. Do you remember your President Nixon? Do you remember the bills you have to pay, or even yesterday? Civil sense about leather everywhere, and make me break down and cry.
All right, Young Americans, it's 486 on the Billboard's Top 500 Songs of All Time for good reason. This is a brilliant song. I knew this song. I don't know this song great. Trey and I stopped at this album. We didn't review this album. I don't know why. And then it kind of jumps around with stuff that we review after that. But I mean, like I said, check out the Bowie playlist. There's a ton of stuff in there. But just a brilliant song. Like the writing of it's fantastic. The Luther Vandross backing vocals and way you arrange that. David Sanborn on the sax and also just kind of arranging the brass instruments. Just a fantastic song. We got some shout outs in here, of course, to the American culture in there and just kind of the way he drags it on through to all these different things. But supposedly this was heavily influenced by Bruce Springsteen, who is my all-time favorite artist. You will see him. I always got a look on here. You will not see him because he's not in the camera, but he's right above my head right there. Born to Run is up on this banner behind us. But it's really good. Talks about the Watergate scandal, mentions Nixon. Nixon had just resigned 3 days prior to him recording this, not to it coming out, but 3 days prior to him recording this. Talks about the McCarthy witch hunts, civil rights struggles, and everything, just different things of American culture, right? So it's a fantastic song, but it definitely has a worthy opponent. Ashes from Ashes from the Scary Monsters and Super Creeps album in 1980. I do have a full album review or reaction up to that I did for our patrons. It was exclusive Patreon for a few months, but now it's up on YouTube. This was his 14th studio album. Features a guitar synthesizer played by Chuck Hammer, who Bowie talked highly of how talented he was. It's a sequel to his 1969 hit Space Odyssey, so 11 years later. The astronaut Major Tom has succumbed to drug addiction and floats isolated in space. He partially based the lyrics on his own experiences in the 70s. I have some stories up with that on the different reviews. I won't go into that, but man, I'd like to, but I won't. But there's a ton of drug stories of Bowie that are fascinating. Released as the album's lead single, became his second #1 single in the UK. What was the first one? I'm glad you asked because I was wondering that too. It was actually a 1975 re-release of Space Oddity went to #1. It's kind of ironic the two songs about Major Tom go to #1. Bowie said, it really is an ode to childhood if you like a popular nursery rhyme. It's about spacemen becoming junkies. He told NME that in 1980. It only went to 101 in the US, so it didn't even make the top 100. Bowie also said we come to him 10 years later and find the whole thing is sour because there was no reason for putting him up there. So the most disastrous thing I could think of is that he finds solace in some kind of heroin type drug, actually cosmic space feeding him an addiction. He wants to return to the womb from whence he came. All right, got the great Roy Bittan, speaking of Springsteen, on the last song. We got Roy Bittan in here, a member of the E Street Band, on the flanged piano, and Chuck Hammer, like I said, Carlos Alomar back on rhythm guitar. So you're going to have a great lineup here.
It's true. They got a message for the action man. I'm happy, hope you're happy too. I've loved all I've needed love. Saw the details fall away. The shrieking when nothing is given, just pictures of chap girls inside. Synthesis, and I ain't got no money, and I ain't got no hands. But I'm hoping to kick because glad it is glowing. Ashes to ash and funk to funk it. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time low. Smoking pistol. I've never done good things. I've never done bad things. I never did anything out of the blue. Whoa. Want an axe to break the ice. Wanna come down right now. Ashes to ashes, funk to funky. We know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out in heaven's high, hitting an all-time low. My mama said, to get things done, you better not mess with Major Tom. My mama said, to get things done, you better not mess with Major Tom. My mama said, to get things done, you better not mess with Major Tom. My mama said, to get things done, you better
All right. Ashes to Ashes. If you saw a troubled look on my face the last 30 seconds of that song, it's because I was coming to the conclusion of I have no idea what I'm going to pick for the winner, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Fantastic song. Great arrangement. Really lends to the environment, right? Because Bowie's also on backing vocals, and you see, when he's singing, he almost starts speaking. Then you hear this other speaking kind of over him, like to what you would feel like, I guess. I've never been high on something. If you were, heroin or some drug like it, as he said, addicted and induced at the time, it's just like kind of a paranoia, and Ground Control's not happy about this. Just a brilliant idea to let's do a sequel to this, because it's kind of, it's kind of taking a big chance considering the hit and kind of what he was really known for. Yeah, it's just so good. And the instrumentation lends to the trippy effect of it. So now I got to pick a winner. Totally different styles of songs. So I think it's a great battle, but both of them iconic songs. I don't know. I really didn't think there was any way I was going to do this, but I'm going to have to go Ashes to Ashes. I mean, it's close. It's very close. Like 50.1% to 49.9. You could tell me I'm wrong, and you'd be totally right on that too. So I really need your help down below. What do you think won down below, and maybe why? And what is your favorite Bowie album? I'm just curious. I have mine. It's Ziggy Stardust, but it's not most other people's, even though I think it's a top 10 album of all time. Just curious on that. All right, thanks again to Sean for bringing this one. Until next time, guys, I will see you.